guess who his daddy taught him that. That's generational wealth. And it's like us, I ain't just gonna say black men because there's other people that are not don't have fathers, but I can say black men as a whole. Like it's just different because one, either our father stepped out, he did, or he got a whole nother family.
Hmm.
And it's like, so I if you got the whole nother family, it's hard for me to respect you because you dipped on my mama, you dipped on me and my brothers and sisters, and it's
Yeah, or she could have pushed him out.
yeah,
She could have pushed him out
but
too. Yeah.
you won't find that out till you 20, 30 years old,
Man, what?
and you think your daddy.
but you got a story. Go on, tell them your story. Tell them your story. Go ahead.
Man, listen, bro. Shit, I'm just finding out about my biological father just 2 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? Granted, it's kind of like what you said in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily the guy that she should have been with, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, she late with him. You feel what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's kind of like when you get told certain things, and that's another thing too, like you grow up, especially if you grow up not necessarily having that person who is the co-author of your existence. It's kind of like, damn, like you don't really know how to like move because you don't have that person who is your manufacturer, your producer. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you're walking in life trying to figure this out on your own. And then it's like you come out as a man, you thinking your life or your background is one way, and then you find out something else. Your whole foundation is changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like getting a game or a Lego set without the instruction. All you doing is trying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Trying to put something together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the scary part about a lot of this stuff because, like I said, a lot of us are paying for our parents' sins.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's like to say like, my pops died when I was 17. So
Sorry
like,
to hear that, man.
so it's like to tell people being a 34-year man, but you stuck in a 17-year-old mindset. Like I heard a preacher talk about it, and then I had to double back. Like,
why is it a traumatic experience?
I wouldn't say it's a traumatic.
They say a lot of people when they have a traumatic experience, they get stuck with at that age that they had that traumatic experience.
I wouldn't say it was a traumatic experience. I just feel like more on my part it's like, so it requires to be a man. So like now that I'm becoming a man and things I'm supposed to like just know, I can't ask nobody like, your daddy, when you was, 23, 24 and you and mama got together and you found out she was pregnant, what was your first thoughts? Or how did you feel about buying a house or, car, just small things?
It's funny you say that shit because like when I was, starting to have conversations with my biological whatever, I quickly realized like, yeah, he may be a man that's chronologically in his mid to late 50s, but he's a man too that didn't grow up with his father necessarily. You feel what I'm saying?
So he might be stuck too, huh?
Yeah. So
what age you think your father is? If you was talking to him,
if I was to guess like mentally where he's at right now, man, shit, bro, fam probably still like in his like teenage to like early 20s, bro.
Damn.
Cause like I was having a conversation with my big sister, and she was like, he was the man, like in high school and stuff like that. And then it seemed like his life kind of took a turn as he entered into his 20s. And it's like he's trying to relive that time in his life because he always bringing up stories about what happened in the 80s and early 90s and stuff like that. And it's like, fam, it's 2022, bro. Like
Kadera said R&B music taught him how to be a man.
Shit.
And all that did, a lot of times, a lot like that
Lie
type
to
of
you.
shit, lie to you and make you have babies. That's it.
And look, when it comes to being a man part, it's trial and error. And like that's another thing I don't think women understand because it's like, of course, social media gonna tell you something, but like if I tell you I'm in this relationship and I'm gonna fail, like don't expect me to come to you and have it.
Well, let's talk about that
together.
Let's talk about that part. So when we're talking about like mental health, and the reason I labeled it a title so drastic, and I know we're gonna talk about it all, is because just to attention grabbing, but we got to talk about it all. How much pressure and stress do y'all think men in relationships go through? Let's just talk about married men with kids. How much y'all think they
You
go
mean
through?
like out of 100%, you saying man get 70, the woman get 30, or you
No,
just
I'm
saying
not talking
pressure,
about
period?
how much pressure that he's under.
Too much. Cause like, okay, if we all grew up about the same, we knew of our fathers going to work, coming home, eating, going to sleep, shower, do it all over again. He might show up at a football game, a baseball game, you know, some event, but most of our father's life was work.
Yeah.
And like most of my dogs that I know that still got their fathers, they like, this the most I ever talked to my daddy, and we grown. So like,
mine too.
Man, facts, bro.
It's some real shit. Me and my dad didn't really start talking till 3 years ago.
that was, and at 17,
I'm 33.
I lost it. So it's like we didn't have no grown man talk. Like the things that I still hear my daddy say is stuff that is like it's not beneficial to me
At this point in your
Right,
life.
right.
And I didn't know to be like simple thing like my daddy was a mechanic.
Yeah.
This nigga could take a motor apart and put it back together, but I barely can change my oil and change my tires, and I be ready to slap a nigga because niggas at Advance and O'Reilly's and they like,
You're supposed to know. Yeah.
You need the pendant or something. I'm like, nigga, what is that? Like, you don't even know my daddy, but you talking to me like,
yeah, man.
I don't got that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I'm gonna make mistakes. I seen my father in a certain light till I was 17 years old, and it's like, I can't tell you how it was when I was a baby and he was holding me, and like my siblings can tell you because my older sister 10 years older than me. She experienced that.
Yeah.
Man, and it's funny you say that because, like, you know, I don't call him my stepfather. You know, I give him that honor and respect of my dad because he's been there since I was like 8 years old, right?
Gotcha.
But I will say this, man. Like even now, like there are certain things that even if he tried to, he can't necessarily teach me because he's not my direct manufacturer.
Yeah.
And that shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like having siblings that share his blood and he can be able to tell them like certain things about themselves because they share those similar traits. And I'd be like on the outside looking in, like damn, bro, like I know deep down inside he want to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just him being the type of man that he is, and I think people don't really understand like that parenthood stuff. And I know you could talk on it. Man, that shit spiritual, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
All
like
connected.
Yes, bro.
All connected.
Bro, that shit being a parent, bro, and having stress, and you had like, for instance, like my babies, they 3 and 1. Right. And it seemed like lately, like the last 2 weeks.
I'm their favorite uncle.
The last 2 weeks, it seemed like they've been demanding of my attention so much. Every time I turn around, my baby boy just right down bumping into him. Like sometimes I just want to come home and decompress. Mm-hmm. I don't have no time to really just come home, decompress, like just focus on me. And so like doing the podcast, and I'm thankful for this, that my wife, you know, take on the kids, make sure they in the bed and stuff like this. But this is me talking to y'all, is my decompression right now. Me relieving some stress because I didn't, like I said, like it's bullshit that be going on every day. Like even at work, bro, I can tell you about a bullshit ass story today that just happened at work. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck these niggas acting like this at work, bro? Like y'all niggas want to snitch on and do bullshit to get browning points and shit, to not even get no more money, to not get a better position.
That's how they was raised.
Just the fucking snitch, bro. And it's
crab
like
in the barrel mentality.
Right. And it's like, bro, like we claim we have a meaning, we claim we all here to help each other and do XYZ. As soon as it's time to help a nigga, it ain't no help there. Bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got to think about it. Like I said, you don't even know what these other people that you interacting with every fucking day, bro, what they dealing with. You have no clue.
Man.
Like it's no clue. Like you don't even know, like, if they come think about suicide. You don't even know if you don't know the person that you're working with is contemplating, if my boss fire me, I'm gonna come up here and shoot this bitch up.
And out.
You gotta think about shit like that.
Out.
Like your life is really hanging on the thread if your boss fire this motherfucker.
Man,
we done heard plenty of people are going to FedEx and shooting a damn building up, and
Amazon,
like bro, you don't know. And everybody, like, bro, COVID for us as a society has exacerbated a lot of shit. Mental illness, the way we think, how we move. Nigga, people don't want to work. It's, bro, we've been back at work about a whole year now, year and a half, right?
Nigga, when did I get a break?
I didn't get a break either, but I'm just saying,
I'm still working from the crib.
I had to quit my job to get a break, nigga.
For the masses though.
Essential worker.
But let's talk about the masses. For the masses, people were still going to work, right?
Right.
I mean, wasn't going to work.
Okay.
And so since for the masses wasn't going to work, when you thinking about that we back at work now, and you still see signs on doors saying help wanted. We're short staffed. When you try to go to a restaurant and the doors are locked, say go through the drive-through because there's only 2 people in here working.
Yeah.
Bro, I was at a restaurant in Nashville, and we was wondering like damn, like why is it taking so long for us to get our dishes back? One of my classmates over there was like, man, shoot, it just him and like 2 women working the whole restaurant. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
And then cause we're sitting outside and it's still folks inside too that's waiting to get their stuff as well. I'm like, shit.
And it to me it's crazy because like if you got workers, appreciate them. But like I was working at a fast food chain, it was like you scheduled me 3 people, so they made 4 people, but a 6 position place. Like
Yeah.
we need 6 positions.
So
but
you
we
got
only-
2 or 3 positions at one time.
but I'm the manager and they want me to lead. How I'm gonna lead when I'm doing 2 things? It's somebody
And
else
see,
I gotta
that's
ask
a-
to
that's
do
a-
2
that's
things.
an extra pressure they put on
Yeah.
us being short staffed. And like I had an interview with the policeman, power with a policeman. He was talking about how they short staffed. You got to
they
think about that.
extra short. And from what I heard from another, I ain't even gonna get no numbers, but he gave me numbers, and it's like,
Right, but just think about that. Just to fill those positions and put bodies in there, they're just gonna put anybody in there. What you trying to do?
Trying to extend it.
hey, that sound like Amazon.
They're trying to put anybody. They're just trying to put anybody.
I went to Amazon. They was drug testing through the mouth. All you had to use was some scope. I said, "This ain't for me." Y'all niggas in here high for real, God. But yeah, the police force, I heard they extra short, and then the World Games and stuff making it worse because I forgot who I was talking to, but he was talking about how like it was a police chase, right? And so he's like, it was supposed to be like 14 to 8 people on duty. But with the police chase, it took 10 of them. So it was like 4 to 3
to do the rest of the job
to the whole community. And it's
Damn.
like they just can't you can't send nobody. And he's like people working overtime over overtime. It's like,
but let's talk about this thing that I seen. I read that women, young girls, especially young black girls, are committing suicide now at a higher rate than ever before.
Yeah, like at 9-10 years
Yeah,
old.
social media
and it's social media, body imaging, and making sure their body's a certain type of way, and bullying, right?
Yeah.
And so the thing is, they just had a young girl, top of the year last year, she hung herself in Atlanta. We actually, it's been 2 or 3 cases just recently of the mother getting on social media talking about their child hanging themselves or killing themselves or something like that. And it's like, bro, what the fuck really going on?
It's rough too, because you got just anybody who got an Apple phone, right?
Yeah.
So say this day and age, I still don't understand why kids are making the same mistake. But I mean, I guess they just horny. But you send your boyfriend, your bae, your boo, your sneaky link, whatever you want to call it, you send him a picture.
Oh Lord, the sex tech.
This man, he want to prove a point. Like, bro, turn your AirDrop on. I'm finna send you something.
Oh, that was a thing too.
But it goes
I think
everybody. That happened at Hewitt Trust. I want to say like 3-4 years ago.
But that was a thing. That might have been why the girl herself had killed herself too, because she had a boyfriend, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and she leaked. He showed her pictures of all her naked shit to everybody, and they was bullying her, picking on her about that shit, and so she ended up just taking herself out.
That AirDrop, bro. I was at the museum. I got some pictures dropped, but it was for the museum. I was at the USFL game. Some little kids dropping videos of it. Like, bro, all it takes is you have everyone, and then if somebody just click every you can see everything you want to. And kids, they not smart. They not thinking about what's gonna happen 10 years down the road. And I'm gonna send my baby this picture. Then your baby, the principal, the assistant principal, everybody looking at you at the sideline. You don't know what's up. And then like some stuff, bullying is real. I feel sorry for these younger kids because they run into.
I got a question. Let's have a real question. Is bullying really a real thing?
Yeah.
And the reason I asked that,
man.
hold on. The reason I asked that, I'm not saying bullying is a real thing, but is it a real thing to the point of suicide? Because we didn't have when we came up,
bullying made me look like
because bullying,
But
bullying
it's
is
these kids different, bro. And this is what I'm gonna say. Like it's with anything, everything evolving, and bullying is changing. Like we went to the point, like I say us three was in the bathroom and another dude walk in and you don't like him. You slap him, right? You slap that nigga. Only us four know he got slapped. The nigga got slapped and us three.
But I can tell anybody.
Okay, but everybody don't have factual. Now, you slap that nigga, he got his Snapchat. I got my Instagram.
You already know that phone up.
And we both showing the world this nigga got slapped. So now this nigga choice is get swollen, beat you back up, go get the gat, or call his big brother.
So y'all think social media then made
social media made everything worse that it can make worse. It made a few things better that it can make better, but it's just the exposure that it's not just almost like with our parents and who they talk to. Like our parents couldn't talk to nobody in Denver because they didn't have a phone number. You feel me? They couldn't mail no random girl, hey baby, I think you're cute. You know, they didn't have Tinder, but social media make it where everybody hears everybody. Like if China have a bombing, we already know 3 seconds after it happened because Twitter. You know, if somebody gets slapped at school, the whole school gonna know by halfway through the period.
Why you think people don't turn their phones off?
Why do grown-ups not turn their phones off at work?
I said people. Why do people don't turn their phones
they
off?
They attached.
Yeah, bro. Like
so you think y'all think we addicted to social media?
Yes. I mean it's literally studies that are talking about like the ramifications that have come from people being addicted to social media. I want to say you had brought it up recently about how you got companies paying millions to billions to trillions of dollars for us to be glued to our phones.
Yeah,
you know,
study our brain. They got people don't know that your cell phone has like electrodes in it that can go through your body, they go through your hand, they can tell you what you thinking and stuff. So that's why when you think something, you don't even got to say the shit. You ain't got to search for it. The shit come up on your phone as an ad. You be like, I'm looking for these type of shoes, and the shoes will pop up on your head. You just had your phone in your hand. You weren't thinking about it. You didn't say nothing about it. You didn't go search it. It just comes up because they didn't put it in our cell phones to just read the electromagnetic shit that comes out of our body.
Bro, your phone low key is a snitch, bro.
Oh,
yeah. Like, bro, especially if you a person that's constantly traveling to the same places, man. Like it been so many times, bro. I didn't seen like I'm finna go somewhere and like
25 minutes from the gym.
Yes, bro.
32 minutes to your work.
Like, I'm like, whoa, like damn, like y'all spying on me, but like it's so bad.
Hey, look, light traffic on I-59. Like, so you know I'm coming here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes, bro.
I got you.
But that's scary, bro. And it's crazy that they can read us this well, know us this well, got all this technology, phone, social media. You got to think about this is some real shit nobody ever thinks about. Think about all the surveys they pay you to take.
Hey, I took a survey and they paid me $60 to eat 3 sandwiches from Whataburger.
But just think about the information that they gather off you eating fucking cheeseburgers.
Hey, no, they was all chicken sandwiches.
Oh, a chicken sandwich.
And they finna come out, and them boys was busting.
Okay, well, Whataburger, y'all need to pay us. My nigga just gave y'all.
Yeah, Whataburger, hey, pay us. My bad. Look, I can talk about it now.
Whataburger, where I check it, man. Hey, no, what big check it, man.
Hey, matter of fact, bring them some chicken sandwich too, cause they were busting. I promise y'all.
Okay.
What that polio at, man?
But like I was saying, we take surveys so much and polls so much. They know us that well.
Yeah,
because they say it's only like 4 different type of people in the world. But just think about when all this stuff is collected, put in a database, a fucking supercomputer, bro. Why the fuck is we living in a society like we live in?
Why cars ain't flying yet?
Like the Jetsons.
Like even Back to the Future, like I be watching the movies and it be like 2017, and you see the cars flying, you see the hoverboards.
They can do that though.
But we too busy being racist. Like we got
but let's go. All of that is perpetuated by media too. A lot of that is,
bro.
Because let's be real. Racism, Becky at work being racist to you can't affect your life.
You might want to slap her too, but
That's just people in general. Anybody can, it could be a racist motherfucker, it could be your homeboy, it could be
true,
a nigga. You could want to slap anybody. I'm just saying the way, that's what I'm saying about society is it's pitted against us. It makes us all want to hate each other, be mad at each other, be angry. You got to understand, it's people walking around literally angry. What the fuck makes a person go and say, I'm going to go and shoot up a fucking supermarket?
Oh, buddy,
I'm going to go.
church
I'm going
yesterday,
to go.
70 years old.
But I'm just
buddy,
saying, what makes people do this? What makes people tick?
I don't know, bro.
So you got to understand, people are people are literally this far away from snapping.
Yeah.
You see people having road rage all the time. People are driving, people are getting mad at traffic, getting out, running people over with cars and shit like that. Like, bro, we are at a point in our society where everybody is walking on eggshells to deal with each other because they have taken the human connection out of how we deal with each other at least 15 years ago. And now we're on the edge of this. And then just think about this. People are so mad now. You got people paying $5 for gas. Just think about.
I thought you was talking about OnlyFans.
Think about. But okay, let's go there. Let's go to the OnlyFans. If I gotta pay extra $3 on gas, and I had my OnlyFans in my budget, bitch, you short this month. Bitch, you finna go back and sell it pussy the whole way.
They don't got OnlyFans coupon.
No, hell no.
Nah, bro.
It's bitches already got their OnlyFans on discount, so.
Bro. And that's another thing too, bro. Like, you know, like when you was talking about COVID, bro, like COVID really affected our women, bro, to the point where they're doing.
How many bitches came out with OnlyFans when the COVID hit?
I'm talking about desperate for money, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. When you think about how this shit set up, bro, this shit finna get ugly. Listen. And that's why we gotta have this type of conversation, because it needs to be like, one thing about this
before
podcast.
You get naked on your OnlyFans, hit me up. I got you $5, bro. Put it up. You feel me? You got a bow ass out there. Put it up, bro. Put it up.
Look, this is all
Ruben ain't trying to work. Ruben ain't trying to sleep at the edge of the bed, man. She ain't trying.
These hoes ain't no motherfucking roof or nothing.
Roof, put it
ain't
up.
no roof, ain't no bow asses out here.
What? I can't be a bow ass, bro. I can't be a bow ass.
Hell no, you gotta be a Vic Jones. That's what you gotta be.
Inspire me, Lord.
Hell no.
I can't say who's that peeking out of their field.
But like I was saying, this is what I'm saying. This is one of the reasons I built the podcast for, because I wanted to be a safe space where we could talk about real shit. People could come to, and we could talk about it. We could discuss things that we go through, childhood traumas that we deal with work, everyday life, and shit like that, because a lot of people don't have safe spaces to really talk. And the thing is, if you go and build something from the ground up, like I'm trying to do like this, and that's why I don't explain to people my vision for this podcast, and that's just a little insight, but because people are stuck in a mindset of wanting to be like worker bees. They don't want to build anything. They don't see past. A lot of people can't see past tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying,
bro? And that's something real with finances also. Like, everybody speak to you about finances, and I heard Amon Shumpert talk about it, but he was saying, like, you tell somebody they need to prepare for the future 5-10 years down the road. How you gonna prepare 5-10 years down the road when you live in check to check? Like, you don't got no extra money to this thing.
But that's my thing.
And then when you work 2 jobs, they're gonna tax you more.
But that's my thing. If you are a person and you understand it, because the writing on the wall, my nigga. At this point, the writing is on the wall. How we are finna go as a society. It's on the wall, my nigga. When you got people complaining about gas, food shortage, when nigga you can't get no fucking formula for your fucking baby, my nigga.
Bro,
breast milk.
Bro,
you can't say that though.
Yo,
you can't just be like, you just can't be like, oh, breast milk. You can't say that.
Bro, think about this, bro. Over the weekend, like somewhere like in Southwest Kansas, bro, I think like upwards of like 2,000 to 3,000 cattle like died, bro.
Oh, I seen that. I say it was like 3,000 cows, and they were showing the videos of them on the ground. I just think about all the farms and shit that been getting caught on fire. Like, that's crazy. Like, bro, the right on the wall, and my niggas, you got to be prepared and plan, like I said. And the thing is, that's why if you ever notice, like that's why, like I said, I want to start my podcast now, because just like with COVID, most people got popular during COVID because you was sitting at the house. It's gonna be the same thing. Like it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers sitting at the house, and people don't know this. Even when people talk about unemployment has gone down, if you in the workforce and you show them that you look for a job long enough, after so while they'll just take you off the unemployment list. So people say it's 300,000 people unemployed. It might still be 1 million, 2 million people unemployed. So when you think about, bro, this is some real shit.
Then people don't even like
this some real shit, y'all. I'm tell you,
don't apply for it.
A nigga stole my trailer hitch off my fucking truck 2 days ago. My trailer hitch, like, bro, what the fuck you gonna do with the trailer?
18-wheeler?
No, off my tire hole. Nigga,
why use that work,
bro? I don't know where they got that hole. But what the fuck you gonna do with the trailer hitch, bro? I know you're gonna use it, but I'm just saying, like, bro, trailer hitches ain't that fucking much. Now, what if I would have caught you and shot your ass over a fucking trailer hitch?
And that's the one thing I was like, people be breaking into folks' cars. Like, you don't even know if it's some money in there. You done broken the car and nigga just unload the clip on you. It wasn't nothing in the car. But
look, that's where we're going. People are going to do drastic things because they're gonna have to feel like they have to do drastic measures because it's gonna be a fucked up society.
What's that movie with Sylvester Stallone and what that nigga name is? Wesley Snipes. What's the name of that movie? Where it's like the niggas, you got the rich and you got the poor, and like niggas living underground eating rat burgers and all that. They bring them.
It ain't when he was in the cryo chamber, was
it? Yeah. What's the name?
I don't know what the fuck. I want to say Judge Dredd.
But see, stuff like that. That's what we going to. Like, it's not gonna be no middle class. The rich just gonna be out here.
That's gonna be gone in a little while.
With the middle class.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely attack on that.
And then you gonna
just rich or poor. They drawing that line hard.
Broke. Niggas gonna start rob. It's gonna be like Birmingham in the summer. Like when it get hot,
bro,
hide your kids, hide your wife, get you a pistol,
bro. Like I said, that's why I made this podcast, because I need
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. That's exactly what it is.
That's about how I keep seeing it go.
Yeah, but like they say, people make movies to let us know how the fuck this shit gonna go.
And Back to the Future. Yeah. I feel like that white man on there was Donald Trump already.
Thanks so.
Yeah, Biff, whatever his name was, Griff.
I gotta watch. I ain't seen that in a
minute. White dude, blonde hair, Donald Trump, almost like the Simpsons. The Simpsons been told us Donald Trump.
They like a motherfucker, man.
And I don't know how they got the Sorcerer song on the song. They were Thanos.
But conspiracy theory, man, I think we've been here before. We can go through the future and the past. I believe we can.
But
nigga, they starting to tell us about aliens. Like, bro, this is what I was just telling somebody.
Y'all tell me where I'm going wrong.
This is what I'm finna tell y'all. This is some real shit. My nigga, we know when aliens was here, but they just now admitting aliens are here.
They had men in black.
Shit,
so hold on. But just think about what I just told y'all. If people are already fucked up mentally, right? And your solace is, let's say, religion. Let's say you read your Bible for solace. Do you know what kind of monkey wrench that throws in your belief? If God created us, we only supposed to be here. You get to put on the earth, and you got the men over the earth, but then you find out there's some motherfuckers flying down here doing some shit, can do whatever on earth. That throw a whole monkey wrench in the whole creation story.
Yeah,
do you know what the fuck, nigga? Just think of what the fuck would happen if you seen a real alien walking down the street. Just think about that. Niggas is over, bro. Nigga, it's over.
You can't even pull your pistol.
Just think about, even when you watch movies, every time they show people that have been abducted by aliens, they crazy than a bitch. They be crazy the motherfucker, and you be like, damn, this nigga really got abducted.
Wearing the little four.
Like they always crazy.
What's the nigga from Men in Black that got took by the rope? That nigga was going out. Give me some salt water.
That what kind of aliens we gonna see?
Give me some salt water.
Hell no.
I'm gonna be straight up. I see that All Star fan right there. I rebuke you.
Hell, nigga come down. Jesus ain't gonna say your ass. The alien come down, bro. I'm hating
that boy that turned to Lil Wayne.
I'm just saying.
He can't save you.
He can't save you.
Oh man.
This same Lord. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say.
That nigga Lil Wayne said he can't save you.
He can't save you. That's what Corinne Steffens told Mr. Marcus in the porno.
He
was like, oh my God, she was like, he can't say it. She started riding that motherfucker.
Not took a damn
Man,
thing.
took his soul,
Took
literally.
his soul. And the nigga said, I gotta come back, nigga. It's round 2. I gotta come back to this bitch. Shit.
Hey, wait a minute, man. This man that turned look. This man that turned into porn talk.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know what you talking about, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
If you know, look, if you know,
it's
you
honey,
know.
it's honey, motherfucker. Shit, I'm just saying. But we gotta be able to laugh, man.
Look,
we gotta be able to laugh.
I ain't
have fun.
saying no names because y'all ain't paying me. Matter of fact, I'm covering all my labels. I need some tape.
Man.
Adidas, I need some money. Rest in peace, Kobe. I would show y'all my shirt. I ain't standing up. But rest in peace, Kobe, man.
But like I said, bro.
Rest in peace, Pops.
We in a point in a time where everybody's crazy. They this close to snapping. We got to be very careful how we talk to people, how we love on people, how we interact with people, how we touch people, how we look at people, how we cut people off in traffic.
Hey, on some real
how
jump,
we step on people's shoes, how we
give your friends hugs, give them hugs. I ain't realizing that. Like I ain't realize how much a hug can mean to you till you ain't been hugged in a while. Get like
that human connection.
But I
want to say
your friends.
I want to say like when you hug somebody, you give off like certain like I don't know if it's like certain
endorphins and stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I ain't realize it, and I ain't get a hug for a good minute. I told somebody I was quitting a job.
Big titty woman hugging me.
Look, you ain't even gotta have no. Look, your chest can look like mine. Just give out hugs, bro. Like no disrespect. I got a hug at work, and I was just like, dang,
it felt good.
Nigga, it was
like a full
head on a Sunday afternoon.
Not no passive ass church hug.
And that's what. Hey, look, I used to always be the king of the church hug, and girls would tell me like, "Why you hugging me like this?" I didn't understand because it's like I'm hugging the people at church, hugging people. Then it went to the drought. I hit the brick wall. Nobody gave me a hug, and the girl at work gave me a hug. I was just like, "Nigga, hold your composure, hold it together, cuz." So,
it can melt you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you feel like you haven't had like that human connection, when you haven't felt like you have somebody that genuinely care for you.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not just the hug, it's like the embrace of it all. You know, like damn, like you feel almost like secure or something.
Take me back to I was 3 years old. I was crying. My mama picked me up, patted me on the back, gave me some milk, slump.
Yeah.
Real love.
Yeah, man.
You got Anita Baker.
Little angel. Little rapture.
Straight up, we going real deal.
Yeah, man. And kind of just on this topic, man, of how like, you know, how we were talking about social media and how like it's really separated us from having like those, you know, old school interactions and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of how we'll rather have conversation via Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, instead of actually like being around a person, having that one-on-one human connection. Like nothing will ever beat that shit.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever beat that shit. Like when folks talking about this whole virtual reality bullshit or whatever, man, I'm like, look, dog, folks can come with that VR shit, man. Nothing would never be actually being in that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like folks talking about VR concerts, man. Look, bro. It's one thing to see it like on television or having the VR glasses or whatever the case may be. But when you're actually in that environment and you're around people and you're around that music and the atmosphere and that energy, bro, nothing beats that.
But I would never pay for a VR concert. I don't no disrespect to anybody, get your bread, but like my favorite concert in my life, the best concert I've been to in my life was Kanye West. And it was in Atlanta. And like whole building smoked out. Like I didn't even know weed smokers listen to Kanye West. I mean, I feel like everybody listened to it, but when I say Phillips Arena was whatever you want to smell, perk, kush, but it was smoked out. The nigga was on a floating stage, and you ain't gonna experience that to look next to you, your partner smiling, you smiling, everybody singing the same words like y'all at choir practice. And then, like, even the real part of it, like, Kanye West was rapping, and I don't know how the beat started going faster than his rap. That nigga said, stop the beat. Stop the beat. He said, start it over. You're messing up my show.
Bobby went crazy.
Look, he started the beat back up, like the beat didn't stop and just kept going. I said, oh, this nigga Kanye West. And nigga was on the floating stage. The white boy tried to jump on it. The nigga Kanye said, get down. And when he pointed at the nigga, security pulled his legs. It was like a magic trick. Like, you ain't gonna the VR just you ain't gonna feel that. I'm like,
Yeah, you
this
can't
shit-
feel that
I
energy.
said,
People screaming and all that.
yeah,
shit.
bro,
Bruh,
it was
man.
blacked out the whole concert, and he 2 hours straight. I ain't been to no concert where one person do 2 hours worth of music. I've not. Kanye West is the only person I've been to their concert. It was Kanye featuring Kanye.
Mm.
I was screaming for Gucci to come out because he had just got out of jail, but it was Kanye on Kanye, and then nigga went from college dropout to all that. But it's like the VR feel like I can't scream
Bruh.
for Kanye in my living room by myself.
Bro,
But like they were saying, like shit like porn has killed human interaction. Your
man.
OnlyFans,
Aw,
your
man.
pocket pussies, your
Man.
rolls, and
Look,
shit like that. All of that has killed human interaction. The way we have sex, because even the stats showing that men are more virgins nowadays than ever before. This shit,
yeah,
is wild.
30% of men ages 18 and 30 reported being single, not single, reported being virgins or haven't had sex within the last like 1 or 2 years.
God, dog, I gotta
That
get
shit-
some soon. I'm gonna follow that mode. God, dog. Look, where my wife at, cuz? I can't follow that
Hell
mode.
nah, shit. Don't get no wife, bro. Because when you get a wife, shit, sex gonna go. It's gonna be a lot less.
Look, when you establish that in the beginning, you know, you
Nah,
keep
nah,
the
bro.
kids.
I'm just saying, bro. Like I feel what you're saying, but if you and your shorty at the point where it's like,
So y'all gonna be fucking when the baby wake up and crying and shit. Y'all gonna fuck.
nah,
they
You don't even-
teething.
but
But
say,
I
but
ain't
say
even saying that. I ain't even
you ain't
saying
even
all
gotta
that.
have no kid, bro. Like just
Just shut down.
just being in
No,
that.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't experienced the
Listen,
without
but
kids.
That's what I'm
sex.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Some of them do shut down, but to me, like I feel like that's some almost like the amount of kids you want to have or where you want to stay. Like let that be a topic of a conversation when you talking to you. Like, so what's up with your sex? Like, cause I'm trying to do it till I'm about 70, cause I done skipped a couple of years, you know. But let that be something for real that you talk about, cause at the end of the day, I done met men that say that them and their wife don't sleep in the same bed.
Bruh,
They ain't had
sex
My
sex
is
in
grandma
marriage
5
is
years.
real.
Yeah, they ain't sleeping in the same bed.
And please believe it's like I'm not trying to cheat. And I had to come to the realization when I say to death do us part, when I ask you to turn up, I'm not demanding you, but like the old folks say, what
hold
you
on.
want to do.
That's a lot of that's more stress you put on a woman.
But I'm not trying to stress you out. I'm just asking. I'm saying this before we in a relationship. Like we need to be getting down.
Bro, it's crazy. This is some real shit. This is me dealing with women, and I've dealt with a lot of them. My thing is with women swear they'll live by this. They like sex as much as me.
It's some out there, bro.
Oh no.
Listen.
I agree. Hold on, no. I'm agree.
I want to see where you gonna go with this because I feel like we're on the same page.
It's some, but it's not a lot like they say. But when you meet a nigga that really likes sex and you tell him I like sex, and then it comes to time to you to put out at the frequency, that nigga likes sex.
She ain't gonna do it.
A bitch don't like sex like that.
No,
I
can believe you on the majority, but it is some.
You laying on a bitch. Let's say you okay. For instance, a holiday. Let's say you have a holiday weekend, right?
Yeah.
You land on a bitch 3 days straight, bro. Nigga, do you know how the pussy will swell up?
Hey,
yes, bro.
It ain't no.
I didn't say every day. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying if that's a scenario for you. I'm saying for you, but I'm saying
the men fall into the 1 and 2 years, like.
I mean, but you
being virgins at 30.
But
like,
you gotta think about it though, man. Like the average man just ain't getting the box like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Look, okay, look.
Bro, you think
I guess I should listen to my blessed statement because when I went to college,
that's
college is a different animal.
But all right,
you can't.
All right, even if you don't go to college, a regular nigga get your apartment, got doggone, and you work every day. You can't go to the club and just shoot your shot.
You gotta think about it. Like when you in college, you're constantly interacting with females,
right? And so that's the difference. It's hard to cold approach a motherfucker and be like, "Hey, let me get your number." Woo to woo. Because if you ever see these shits on TikTok, they got going around rejecting men that come up to talk to them. It's a thing now.
Yes,
like, and then women are complaining because they say men don't approach women like that. Because you can look on Facebook and women say men don't chase women anymore. Like women are saying that because men aren't chasing women like that anymore. They just aren't.
What you doing?
What you want? So we having a conversation, and this little nigga want to come in there.
Hey, young Trey, tell the people. You ain't gonna tell the people nothing. Who your favorite Uncle Trey? You ain't gonna tell them on your favorite
You
uncle.
gonna talk to the microphone? What you gonna say? What you want to say?
He said he want the whole experience.
You finna hear some man talk. Go ahead. What you want to tell him?
Uncle Vic, my favorite. Uncle Vic, my favorite.
Tell the people about your girlfriend or your friend at school. What's her name? What's her name?
Like you can't be telling my business to the world.
Hey, he said my shorty might got an Instagram, Dad.
Well, let me
Hey,
this, okay? You go to the room, okay?
Knowing how parents are today, she may have a
Hey,
page.
look, you used to worry about your folks putting you down for your taxes. Now you gotta worry about your folks using.
Bro, I'm talking about parents got whole pages for they little boy, little girl. I'm like,
but the one thing I can say that technology do help is like you got your own photo book. Like you don't, I mean, if the internet
that's
delete,
a good thing.
If it delete, it's dead. But like that's the one thing. Like it's 50-50 because like my nephew played baseball and they make it where like if you're a grandparent that live in another state, you can see their whole season.
Yeah.
Like and be there like literally behind the band cage. You might can't zoom in to see your son make a great catch or grandson, but it's mobile now, and that's the good parts about it. But if you I grew up, I had a little photo book from the day I was born to the day, to now. And now you ain't gotta do all that.
Parents, but I don't think you think new age parents care about shit like that because
no,
you have photo books. My folks got still have photo books, and they'll show Portia when we go out there. Hey, look at this picture of Junior when he was doing. Like, Mom, why are you pulling this shit out? You know what I'm saying? This some old shit. You don't have that.
But these parents now, I told you they too busy. What time is it? They about to go out. I ain't saying no club name because none of y'all ain't pay me. But in Birmingham, I kid you not, last weekend I went out with a buddy, and this girl was like, we all was going to like a wine spot, but they had food.
Okay.
And the shawty was like, my mama coming, she parking the car. So you hear that, but you don't put two and two together.
Like she finna kick it.
Like, so I didn't know these girls, but my partner knew them. And so I'm a jokester. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit next to your mama. You feel me? Mama 41, $21.
Bro.
And we all at the same table.
Bro.
And it's like, but she did make a comment. She was like, Vic's gonna be your stepdad. It's like,
what?
Yeah.
Come on, because you say you 34, right?
Yeah, I'm 34.
So she ain't too much older than you.
I'm in the middle of both of them, 21 and 41. Like,
oh yeah, you can hit both of them.
Chill out. Don't let that man influence y'all. I am a Boaz.
Hell.
But no, let's go back to that conversation though about like men not really getting that box like that, bro. Like
that's crazy.
Like for real, but like real.
So
talk.
okay. So men not getting pussy, y'all think that increase suicide too?
Hell yeah. Because you're not getting that interaction, bro.
You gotta get it off.
You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it, man. That's human interaction. That's contact, man. That's part of our hardwiring as men.
So that's
but also, that's crazy to me because it's like this younger generation. I feel like they just throwing the box. Like you just gotta say the right thing. It's
crazy how that, but at the same time, we think that.
No, bro.
We think
I ain't on no other nigga.
Hold on. We talking younger generation, but we talking about as you get older. Let's say somebody around our age, right?
30, 34
ish, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of nigga. We know a nigga that ain't got no pussy that's our age.
He might have got some, bro. He might have got some.
And then if he did, it was by a woman he not really feeling like that.
I'm gonna have to. I would tell that man to ask.
We know a nigga personally that ain't got no.
We don't know. The last time we spoke to that man,
nigga, that was 26.
Bro, it's all right. That was. But you ain't had no kids when we had that conversation.
Who?
You didn't.
What you mean?
You ain't had no kids when we had that conversation. He might have got some during the pandemic.
What they got to do with me having kids?
I'm just saying that conversation when we knew he didn't have none, that had to be 5 years ago.
I guess he's saying like the distance of time.
Yeah, he might have in 5 years. The pandemic, somebody might have got a little lonely.
Shit, it may have prolonged that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That isolation.
Man, look, my man 6'4". I thought he was gonna. You feel me?
But you gotta think about it, man. We in a time, man, where men are not really having sex and women are overly sexualized. Like, bro, I saw somewhere that women as young as like 13, 14 years old already having sex.
Oh, I think
yeah, but
it's
they already-
younger than that.
I would agree. It probably is.
Yeah,
younger than that.
probably is younger than that. Yeah.
And they don't even know what they doing. They just doing.
They just doing that jump.
But no, they know what they're doing.
No,
Did you hear what the stat I just said?
I-
60% of girls have been touched. So when you have girls,
but just
getting
because you got
what?
touched
You know
don't mean
what?
you know what you're doing.
You know what? No. Because I actually read somewhere like it was a woman. She was touched as a young girl
Mhm.
to the point where like, well, I think when she was like 11, 12 years old, she was starting to have like sexual interactions with older men and like really like
She was skilled
That's
because
crazy, bro.
because let's be real, sex is nothing but an experience. It's all the only way you
True.
get better is just the experience. So if you start younger with somebody that's really, really experienced, you're gonna be pretty good at having sex.
And see, that's gonna put in her mind like, well, this is what men, and this is what a lot of women who go through like sexual trauma as young women, they were like, well, this is all that men wanted me for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let me just give him this. Let me just go give him this box. You know what
But
I'm saying?
look, I was watching a video today and it was talking
Wait,
about
what kind of video was
it was just a YouTube video. It was on YouTube, so it ain't no porn.
YouTube is the man's channel.
But we
The man's
the
platform.
man's platform it is. But I was watching YouTube and it was like Mia Khalifa was on there crying
bro?
because she got divorced, but we know she's a porn star.
Wait, she got married?
Yeah. Niggas marrying these
a chef had married her.
Yeah.
And basically said that they got divorced because he couldn't. Fam, think about this, bro.
He couldn't do what the porn people was doing.
bro. You got dudes, random dudes, just sending you old clips of her getting piped down, getting trains ran on her. You know what I'm saying? And think about what that do to your psyche as a man, bro.
But you gotta, like, to me, you gotta know that when you proposing to a point. Like,
you would think that, but you still got dudes who will sell for the box. And will be like, man, I can overlook her past,
bro.
But it's like at the end of the day, man, no man wants to think about his woman with previous partners, especially when it's on camera,
bro. Like that's like me right now telling y'all I'm finna go marry Brittany Renner, and I know the industry done like.
Oh Lord,
I'm not gonna act like when a nigga send me your wife. Let me show you. I already seen that she experienced that. Now she would like you gotta. If I'm gonna marry a porn star, bro, I'm gonna know what I'm marrying. If I'm marrying a stripper, I'm gonna know what I'm
even doing.
That's true to say, right? It's cool. I'm saying it's cool to say right now.
But why you don't know that?
No. It's cool to say right now. You just never know how emotions manifest later down the line.
Man, I can't. I don't care. I can't marry no stripper, no porn star.
But I'm saying, you say if you marry somebody, you're gonna know who they are. Now, no matter if they professional or whatever, but you know who they are. That's what you're saying. You know what you're getting yourself into.
No. I'm just saying the porn star part. Like, so if I'm talking to a girl, all right, we'll just make it like this. So you talking to a girl, boom, and she said, "Oh, I work at this strip club." I was gonna use a name, but nobody paying us yet. So anyway, she working at this strip club. So your first mindset is, "Oh, you're a stripper,"
right?
So me myself, I'm gonna say, "Oh, you a stripper? You dance?" You know, I'm gonna put that out there, and she could be a bottle girl or a bartender. But my first
sticking that ass slapped on,
true,
bro. It's still in that environment.
But this is what I'm saying. But you know what the environment is when you talking to this girl. So if I'm talking to a porn star,
but I'm saying
I know thousands of men.
But you can say I could be cool with it because I know who she is. I know that she's in this
environment. I can't be cool with it.
But I'm saying, so what are you saying then? I'm confused.
I'm saying when he proposed to Mia Khalifa, he knew it was a million niggas with video. All he gotta do is Google search Mia
right,
Khalifa.
And that's what I'm saying. So even him proposing and saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry this bitch," you don't know how that may manifest down the line because we've all done it. This is human nature. We think we could take on some stuff and then find out, hey, this shit was more difficult than I thought.
Bro, I'm not getting under the bench and putting 450 on there talking about, oh, I'm finna hit this.
No, that's different because you already kind of know your limitations.
Why he didn't know his limitations with his girl?
He didn't know because it's a woman. We talking about weight and women; those are not comparison things. Because I'm not gonna go put 1,000 pounds. I know I can't do 1,000 pounds.
I mean, you brought up Brittany Renner, right? PJ Washington. You thought that brother really thought that, you know, she was gonna leave him? They taking pictures, they all lovey-dovey. This woman, all of his games, when he was still at Kentucky and stuff like that. And then when the shit hit the fan, when she ended up getting pregnant, when she ended up having little PJ the third, you know, that's when that true nature came out.
Oh, shit.
You know,
I ain't saying not knowing her true nature. I'm just saying with Mia Khalifa, you knew millions of niggas had.
And it go back to what saying like it's
he
all
thought he thought he could
better. It's the male ego.
I was just about to say that. You just took that word.
It's the male ego.
See, his ego thought he could take over
my ego
where
told me no.
niggas left off at. But when you get to a certain point in your life, you understand, hey, this bitch has been getting fucked by a nigga with 15-inch dick. And this bitch is moaning a certain type of way on camera. This bitch ain't never moaned with me like that. This bitch ain't never squirted with me like that.
We need to have
none of that.
A podcast with women about that. Because I'm sorry. 15 inches, my nigga.
Nigga, I'm just saying.
I feel it, but it's like, is y'all really women? Like, I told myself one day, I was just thinking, I was like, what would it be like to have a 15-inch dick? But then I thought about it, I was like, bro, I can't even wear no shorts. Wow. I'm out there hooping and my dick just hanging out. Like, I can't wake up in the morning, my mama see me, you know, when you was a little kid, like, what is that? Oh, that's just my dick, mom. Like certain stuff is like,
but you exaggerating.
No, but bro,
nigga, you're right.
We got the coochie cutters now. I mean, what they call for the men?
The
hoochie daddy shorts.
Hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah. Nigga, you can't have no 15-inch with no hoochie daddies.
My nigga, I understand and I agree, but I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to figure out.
That's an exaggeration. I was exaggerating.
But no, some women, you know, social media.
But it's just like for men, because I was in a recent situation like that where, you know, involved with a woman who
came on short,
who had a past. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you ain't come on short.
Nah, can't come on short, dog. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. Can't play me like that, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
but like real shit though, like. You know, when you involve yourself with certain people who have had certain experiences and stuff like that, you would think to yourself like, oh shit, like, you know, she ain't dealt no nigga like me.
That's ego.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that shit's stupid.
So I can influence her to want something different. But then after a while, especially when you talk about someone who is at a certain point in their life, you know what I'm saying? They late 20s, early 30s, you know, borderline, you know what I'm saying, about to be probably 40 or something like that. Like when you talk about things like that, man, like people are who they are at a certain point. Yeah. So it ain't no amount of dropping off D, you know, buying gills, money, whatever. People are gonna be who they're gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it don't matter who you are. Like you said, you can have the 15-inch long, and it's still not gonna change her.
Right. She might want a little pee-pee. I'm just saying, like, and for real though, to be honest, like I understand y'all say the ego and stuff, but like I'm sorry.
So, but you saying for you wouldn't do it.
Bro,
I wouldn't do it either.
Listen, okay, I'm gonna name this person.
Don't name the person. Is they famous?
Yeah, they famous. Okay, of course, I'm not gonna name no normal girl that's been slutted out. I mean, I don't believe in the word slut. Everybody want to have fun.
I do.
I could speak on that more, but people who know me might see this and be like, "Oh, I know who he's talking about." But anyway, if Bernice Burgos was just to fall in my lap,
he in love with that hoe, I'm gonna tell you,
she's not no whore. You feel me? I don't know what she do in her free time. I know she was a video girl, but Bernice Burgos, you know, if you feel me? If you were to fall in my lap, I don't know what she did in her past. She could have did 1,000 niggas, but that might be one of the ones where, you know, my ego might say, bro, just, you know, risk it all this time. Just that's one.
So that's your one you risking it out for.
Yeah, because all the rest on, you know.
Did you ever see what that damn movie? My favorite movie, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, they get down.
You ever seen that part where they was like married her, and we don't know why, because she blew half the guys in the office.
Yeah.
5 years later, he committed suicide.
I got you. But look, I just got one. That's Bernice Burgos. That's my one.
That's the one you taking the risk for.
All the rest on, you feel me? It's like it's not no.
Yeah, I remember when I said, bro, you know who Bernice is? He's like, no, I don't know who that is. I sent that nigga Bernice.
Bro,
that nigga been in love.
no, it's funny. It's funny you say that because I was watching. Y'all ever seen Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg? Like he was supposed to be like, it was supposed to be like a kind of like one of those movies based off like real people and shit. Like it was supposed to be like based off the life of like John Holmes. You know, so he was like an adult film star or whatever.
Oh, okay, I've heard about that.
And it was a character played by I think like John Spacey or whatever. And like his wife was always cheating on him, bro. Always cheating, bro. And it like towards the end of the movie, like it had turned like to 1980 or whatever, bro. She ended up catching the woman, having sex with another man, shot the man, shot him, shot the woman, shot the man she was having sex with, and then committed suicide, shot himself in the head because, you know, he was just, you know what I'm saying, just messing up in the head, just seeing his woman, just, you know what I'm saying, I was doing it.
And see, that's my thing. I don't never want to be in a position where I walk in.
Ron Isley, he told us when we was young.
What the hell is going on between the sheets?
I don't never want no shit like that where I walk in on some shit, bro.
Lord, bro,
I'm killing everybody in the house.
You nigga, I hope y'all enjoyed
myself,
it.
But I'm killing everybody in the house.
I hope y'all really enjoyed this because I feel like that's almost like you spitting in my face. First off, you in the bed we paid for together, the house we paid. It don't matter of fact, scratch all that. Cause first off, you smashing my girl, like wife, like
no.
I'm gonna beat you up first.
The woman is allowing herself.
Yeah, but true. And a dude I work with put me on game. He said, God, I can't say too much because I don't know who watching. But anyway,
you can say what the fuck you want to say.
I don't want to put no. But he was sleeping with a woman, and they had other partners. They were in other relationships, and he was like, one day she was like, "You need to come to my house," because they always met in a hotel. And she was like, "Come to my house," and so he was like, they had been doing it so much. He was like, "All right, bet." He's like, he pulled up. You feel me? He started looking around. You see the husband and wife picture. Husband and wife picture. And so he, in his mind, he asked the question like, y'all still married? She was like, yeah. He was like, he live here? She was like, yeah. And he said, don't never invite me over here again. He did. Same time, I was talking to a 21-year-old in my life. I was a little older. And I'm over her house chilling. You feel I done came through, took my shoes off, you feel me, getting comfortable. She get a phone call. She tell me, shh, be quiet. At that point, I started to put my shoes right back on.
Hell no.
Cause she straight up told me, like, be quiet. She's like, where you going? Where you going? I can't be comfortable around you. You feel me? If I gotta be quiet.
Same shit with trouble in them. Like, bro. Like,
cannot.
Bro. And that's why you got to be careful.
And look, bro, that woman is lucky, bro. That I mean, God bless her dead, but she lucky that Buddy didn't pop her and then took himself out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause think about this jump, bro. Like you already probably going through stuff with your chick or whatever, and then you come back to a residence you've been sharing with this woman. And then to find out that not even a week, bro, not even a week passed by, and this bro already got another dude in the same bed you were just sleeping in not too long ago. So ain't no telling how long she had been in communication with that man.
With that nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. This ain't brand new, is it?
No, bro, cause think about it, bro. Only men would cheat, you know what I'm saying, impulsively.
Straight
up. Women playing that shit out, bro.
Hey, my partner said she might not know who the next man is, but she know who the next man is.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, don't tell me stuff. I'm finna go cry.
Hey, that's reality, cuz.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's reality, cuz.
That's shit you gotta deal with.
But what you on the trouble thing, like that's crazy because it's like, bro, it's just like mental health. You can be as strong as you want to, but stuff like that gonna break everybody down. Like, I'm sorry, I ain't finna dump on nobody, you feel me? But I can't say what I'm gonna do when I get in that situation because everybody can talk about what they gonna do.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm a nigga that don't cap on about shit I tell you. Let me catch a bitch fucking in my eyes. Nigga, I ain't even gonna go incriminate myself, but if a bitch play me like that, bro, she dying, bro.
Look,
and you gotta think about it, bro. Like, man, we don't ask for much, bro.
Hold on. This let me finish what I was saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Damn, niggas cut you off.
Ah, shit.
But I'm gonna say this again. If a bitch play with me, I'm gonna kill her. That's it.
Man,
Oh, you can
dog.
go down.
But no, I was gonna say, man, like, man, what was
Did you hear what I said?
I heard you, baby.
Okay.
I heard you, baby. Look, round of applause. But for real, man, like, man, we don't ask so much, man. You know, and it's like if you give away that, bro, that box, bro.
But let's be real, bro. She done gave away to other niggas and niggas that she don't really give a fuck about one night stands. Do she really value her pussy enough, or even value you enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna hold this shit down for you?
So you telling me when I go on dates, the first question I need to say, are you gonna value me?
You gonna know she value off her actions.
No, I'm
not asking no woman, are they gonna value me?
Why not? Why we can't just be straight up?
Because she don't even, if she on a date with you, how she gonna know if you valuable or not if this y'all first date? She don't know what the fuck you bring to the table. You don't know what she brings to the table.
I feel like that's the same with a job. You don't know what a job gonna bring to you till 5, 10 years.
And after you work, that's when they decide if you valuable. Now if they don't, they fire your ass.
True. So what's the first question I need to ask if I ain't gonna ask you? How will you value me if you feel like I'm valuable? Is that a better question?
That could be a question. Or you could pose a question like, what do you think? How could you show that you appreciate a love?
I might go out tonight just to ask somebody to see how they see that deer in headlights look like. This nigga Boaz.
I don't know why this nigga on this Boaz shit. That nigga been in church too much, y'all.
Nah, look, I just feel like at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of men, like I don't be on social media a lot, but when I do get on social media, like it's this one girl, I'm gonna have to find her Instagram handle. But
what we need to do, we need to make a podcast about that, and my nigga need to slide.
Oh, DM.
He need to DM. We need to go live.
Don't get my ideas out, man. Don't get done.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that idea. I'm just talking about just randomly hitting this bitch up. I ain't gonna say bitch because she might be a lady one day.
Oh, talking about the lady on Instagram?
Yeah, not the one on Instagram, the one on Twitter. People was talking about the other day.
Oh, well, nah, we ain't, but let me finish about the one on Instagram.
Oh, I ain't heard about it.
So it's a one on Instagram. She's young. I think she's like 23, 24. She's into the judicial system, but she posts pictures in a bikini, workout uniform, stuff like that. And
Cara said don't ask that question because she gonna leave. That what Cara said.
Anyway, Car, where you at tonight, Car? That's the question, because I guess you writing on the feed. Where you going tonight? I might get out. But anyway, that's not Boaz roof conversation. But Car, the homie. But anyway, Shawty's on Instagram. She was like, I'm 23, 24, graduated. I'm in the judicial system. And every time I post a picture, y'all want to come in about, you can say you can see my print, or you can see me looking thick, or this, and I shouldn't be posting stuff like that. And she say, like, dudes be so quick to like uplift other dudes and be like, yo, bro, I see you slime. You ain't got to do them like that. But then y'all come over my post and talk about my toes and stuff. And it's like, to me, I ain't no hater nigga. If you beautiful, I'm gonna put you beautiful. You know, you this, that, and the other. But it's like, do men really uplift each other like that? Because I feel like these niggas be out here, hey.
But and like I said, that's why we on this topic. I know we done veered off. We talking about some now all this is real shit and go time.
I mean, but it ties back into it.
It ties back into it because all the shit you deal with. But my thing is, that's why I said we started the podcast, and I'm just being networking with people and showing people I appreciate them, everyday people, because these are the people that make America go around, not celebrities, not people that you see shooting basketballs and shit like that. Those people don't really make the world go around. It's the everyday people. It's the people that build roads so you can get to the basketball court. It's the people that in the hospital, your nurses and your doctors and your frontline workers. It's the people that is teaching your kids and the
mailman that bring you your bills.
Man, it's the simple, basic people that make everyday life go run and continue to run. Because we would still live without basketball. We would still live without any sports.
Pandemic showed us all that.
Period. We would still live. We would still make it. It would be we would be just as fine without any of that, So, like I said, it's the everyday people, the everyday worker, and that's all we need in life. And that's what I made this podcast for. People, y'all, it's a safe space. We can talk about it. I'm not a licensed therapist or anything, but I've been through a lot of shit. I give great advice, and I'm willing to help and get people that if you need help, to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? If you ever contemplating like suicide or anything like that, you can always hit us up. Put my email in the we can find to get you some help or whatever like that. But like I said, this is a place of love,
safe haven.
It's a safe haven. And we care about everybody. Even the fuck niggas that don't like me because they fuck niggas. I care about y'all too.
At the end of the day, we love everybody. It's all love on this side. Cause you always gonna have a hater. And when you got a hater, that just means you being greater. Like you gonna have them niggas that just hate. If you losing or you winning, them niggas still gonna hate.
Oh yeah, I'm experiencing that in real time.
I
was experiencing that shit.
Hold on, you posted today. Was that today?
Yesterday. It was yesterday. It was yesterday.
So what that was about,
bro? So all right. So background. So I told him, I was like, I'm a recovering simp, panderer, beta male, son, husband, all that sappy shit that a lot of dudes be doing online and shit, right?
Yeah.
So it was an old post from like 2020, and basically it was just talking about just the protection of like Black women in general, and not like asking no questions, just doing it, just to be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And man, when when you're in a certain mind frame, and then you kind of go through certain experiences and stuff or whatever, you kind of realize like, I may have been tripping when I was making that original post. Because like, it just having certain interactions with certain individuals, certain women, you kind of like, nah, bro, I don't think I would defend you, because you gonna probably put me in a situation where you was probably the whole antagonist the whole entire time.
Right.
So what I do on a lot of my posts, like if I share something that I know that may be controversial or it may ruffle some feathers, I try my best to do like a disclaimer to let them know, like, hey, like
trigger warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on my caption, I said, oh, how my mindset has changed or whatever. And I told gentlemen, only protect women who have earned the right to be protected.
Hey, say that E word loud one more time.
Earned.
Yeah, that's deep down for real.
Who have earned that, because a lot of times the women who complain about not being protected and not having the protection of men are the main ones who put men in those precarious situations where they even had to do it in the first place. And then, I have folks talking about, oh, bro, you like this one chick. Oh,
don't tell me they hit you with who hurt you,
bro. Yes, bro.
Okay,
let me say who hurt me.
I'm gonna say this. When people say who hurt you is the stupidest rebuttal of all time.
Everybody's hurt us.
Everybody's been hurt. And if you've been hurt by someone, you will have some type of Anna against the people or person that has hurt you.
My mama slapped me when I was a little kid.
Right. So
5 years old,
you might have a animosity against women if someone cheated on you or shitted on you really bad or did you dirty like a Amber Heard did Johnny Depp. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You might be like fuck bitches. You might feel that way. So when women say who hurt you, I don't even know why they're saying that, because yes, bitch, we've all been hurt. But who hurt you is not a rebuttal for me to not say how I fucking feel. My feelings are valid. My feelings are valid through my experiences.
Exactly.
That shit is weird.
And like I kind of went back and forth with her, and then Shawty to try to clean it.
Oh yeah.
And then Shawty to try to clean it up at the end was like, if you need any help, just you can DM me, you can do X, Y, and Z or whatever. And I told that broad, I said, man, you ain't trying to help me for real, man. Like don't be trying to
want to look good, bro, on social media, bro.
Yeah, man.
I had posted a status on my Facebook. I said, it's better to cry in public so you can be strong. No, better cry in private so you can be strong in public. And like, men was like, bro, I felt that, bro. Like it's not easy to do that. And then girls was like, I'm a therapist. Why are you crying? And it's like, bro, like, nigga, Jesus wept, nigga. Your daddy cried, nigga. Like, niggas get out. Like, we go through stuff where we gotta cry, and it's better to cry when you are in a secure place and sitting out here.
But see, bro, you just got people, you got women, and then you got some of these simple ass dudes, bro. Cause I had a cat I went to high school with. Talk about skirt. So what I said, he was like, what type of women don't deserve protection? High heels. He like, nah, bro. And I'm like, bro, you tripping, cuz like I'm not finna put my life on the line like the late Adrian Payne, involve myself in a situation that has nothing to do with me, and then I get shot. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro,
and lose my life.
There was a video that came out like 5 years ago, and it was a couple in Waffle House, and the police was in the Waffle House, right?
Yeah, you talked about it.
And when the video came out, you see the man, the husband, he was like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The wife said, no, I want to know why they're kicking us out. And he just kept pulling her on, like tugging on her arm and shit like that. And then the police were like, fuck it. And they ended up body slamming him and putting him in cuffs because she was antagonizing the police. And none of that would have happened. She would have just shut the fuck up and left when he told her to. And my thing is, I ask women, I show women videos, certain shit to see how they would act, to see what type of mindset. So I did the same thing with my wife when this video came out, because we had started talking. And I was like, what would you do in this situation? She was like, well, if that was me, I would have left when you told me to leave. And I was like, okay, so I know, and I told her, I said, don't ever put me in a situation where I feel like I got to turn up because you're doing some stupid ass shit. Cause I'm gonna leave your ass. Like I tell them, like, if you start getting crazy and shit like that, I'm gonna leave your ass.
So you ain't no ride or die.
Oh, I'm gonna ride or die, but I'm gonna ride or die if you smart.
Okay.
Hello. And it goes back to that earned. You know what I'm saying? Like then I had another cat was like, man, I just don't understand this whole like man versus woman. I'm like, bro, this ain't no man versus woman. I'm like, this ain't no man versus woman stuff, bro. This is just the experience that a lot of men go through.
Yeah.
And just at the end of the day, bro, we shouldn't just be doing shit just because, like, like, especially for somebody who wouldn't do the same for you.
Oh yeah.
Nah, bro.
And to speak on those facts, earn is a part that I feel like our generation is just
we're too entitled.
Yeah. And it's worse and worse, but also I feel like society is making it worse. Like back in the day, you open a bank account you have for 10 years. That was some type of loyalty. They might give you like some loyalty benefits where you can overdraft or something, or they can,
and they'll wipe it off.
Yeah, they'll do something. But no, it don't matter if you've been with a bank 30 years or 2 years. You get the same thing as the next man. They're gonna take your money and not invest it into you. They're gonna invest it to somebody and put a tax on it. And so it's like everybody feel like, oh, I earned this. How did you earn it? Like, you had this job. How did you earn your position? Oh, I filled out the application. It's not earning, bro. You told them what you can do.
You deserve what you did or did not do.
Yeah, and like earning it's like going to the gym. You don't go to the gym 2 days a week and have a 6-pack and be ripped. I'm sorry. You don't go
unless it's genetic.
2 days, bro.
Yeah, Doc had a 6-pack and didn't work out at all.
He looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You didn't say what they look like. You said have a 6-pack.
Well, I rephrase it. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah,
be that big and have abs, you gotta.
Yeah. And it's just like you realize some things ain't gonna come overnight. Like everybody was putting in $15 and $20 into these schemes, thinking they was gonna get rich next week. Follow me here. Come to these little means, but bro, you don't even get that at your job, and you showing up 5 days a week, 8 hours, 40 hours,
just a word picture, just a little picture of the picture.
I read a book. A dude said, if you're not willing to invest 10,000 hours into what you think you want to make happen, don't do it. And when you break down 10,000 hours, that's working a job for 5 years. 5 years. And the same man said he talked to his wife for 6 months and asked her on a date for 6 months, and she told her no. She told him no every time. 6 months straight. Baby, can we go out? No. February, baby, can we go out? No. March, can we go out? No. And it's like 6 months. Some of y'all niggas want to stay at a job for 6 months. And they paying y'all. This man was shooting his shot at his wife for 6 months and kept getting a no.
But they still together?
Yeah, but they got a 10-year age difference. When he was 30, he was a millionaire. And they went broke. They was living in a Toyota Corolla.
Damn.
And she stayed with this man. But it just show you like the
Did
value.
Did he come back up?
What, the money? Yeah. He wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. And
Kia, the Robert Kiyosaki thing.
Yeah.
I got that book.
Yeah. But the book I read was it's called The 21st Century. I gotta look at it. And I should know the name of it. But the book, he just like spilled to you. And that's another thing this society doesn't understand. We gotta struggle.
I was just gonna bring it up earlier, man. Do you think like we are a generation that is how I'm trying to phrase it? Like we're not used to adversity.
Yeah, and the younger generation is worse. We got it, but I feel like it started getting sugar-coated when it came to us. Cause like I got a sister that's 10 years older than me, and her lifestyle versus my lifestyle is like I grew up with her lifestyle, but then when I would go to my friend's house, it was totally different. Like Sid can tell you, when he was coming to my house to spend the night, you want to go in the refrigerator. And that's something most kids my age don't experience. Like, you don't go to the refrigerator and ask for water, juice. Like, you got to ask, hey, can I get some juice? Can I get some water? But 10 years ago, that probably was the thing. But when I'm 6, 5, and my sister 15, and my friends come over and they're like, you got to ask for water? I'm like, yeah. You feel me? Like, yeah. But, like, our generation is like that middle part. Because this younger generation is like, bro, you tell them niggas they shoe untied.
Sensitive.
Peter made those shoes. You can't talk like it's something for everything. But like our generation, I feel like we experienced it, but it's like 10 years before us don't want to make adversity for their kids because they want to be their best friends. And grandma trying to make up for everything that they didn't do right for the grandkids. Then our generation, we just still learn. Like we still learn. And the struggle part is like, anytime I watch an old black movie or anything, it's like to see the beginning phases of a relationship. Like, I think it was this Christmas or something. And the nigga was like, our first Christmas, we slept on an air mattress in an apartment. And it's like, how many girls gonna be with her man? And he like, baby, I know it's Christmas time, but I got us an air mattress, sleep on an apartment. And she's still there.
Bro, I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, you don't have that type of relationships no more, bro. I mean, what women have always wanted the winner. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
But very seldomly nowadays, especially with the advantage of social media, are you really gonna have women who are gonna really want to build with you from ground zero?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that and you know, going back to this whole conversation of, you know, self-deletion. So many men are putting pressure on themselves to be that type of guy. And some guys, and let's think about it, man. All of us, so many guys actually reach that level in their life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Unless we start helping each other out. That's
the thing. And that's the networking and helping each other.
I feel like, on to your point, like, first off, we got to be humble. Because you got to be humble to tell another nigga, like, look, this how I made it. I'm gonna skip these steps for you because this is how I made it. But why would I want to just get that to anybody? Like, back to you saying earn, like, you got to earn that respect for me to understand, like, hey, this is a bright black man. This is a bright white man. This is a bright Mexican, Indonesian, whatever you want to call it, Indian, right. But you gotta earn that right for me to tell you, like, yo, I struggle, but I don't want you to struggle like I struggle. And on that goes back to dads, because as a father, you want your kids to be better than you.
Right.
So if I'm a real father, I'm training my son up to say, hey, you know, when you hit 20, I'm gonna tell you about what happened in my 20s. Even though it's not gonna be the same, it's still some of the same principles. Like, you're gonna have women that want you just because you got money.
Yeah.
You're gonna have women that's gonna pillow talk.
Facts.
But if you never heard this discussion, you bright-eyed, bushy-tailed in college.
Like a deer in headlights.
And you mad because you slept with 2 girls that was best friends before they came to college, but you didn't know that. because they change schools or something, and it's like you don't know how to be a man. So it's like we don't know how to struggle. We don't know how to be who we are, and everything we find is on social media, which is all backwards. So not to interrupt your pause, but
Yeah.
it's just weird.
I mean, but like to your point, man, like when you put all that stuff together, man, and like people, and it's another thing too, man. Like social media has kind of like fast forwarded like modern society. And you know, for a lot of us, you know, we kind of stuck, we kind of like in that weird place of like we're trying to be modern, we're trying to adapt to the times, but still hold on to old traditional values.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, damn, like how can I be a traditional man in a modern world that doesn't accept and embrace, you know what I'm saying, traditionalism?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody trying to constantly do their own thing. And it goes back to that whole thing of community. How can I try to be this type of man when I'm not in an environment that supports that?
Right.
How can I try to raise a family? How can I try to have a wife and kids if you know that's what I choose to do? Because you know that marriage stuff, that's a whole nother conversation. How
You don't
can-
think you're married?
man, not in the sense of like, you know,
know what?
signing a piece of paper. No.
Hold on. You know what? I want to say this, and we're gonna restream because I got a question for you, and we're gonna take it another. You got somewhere to go, Vic? Right now?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so like I said, we're gonna start a new screen.
Okay.
Like I said, we're just talking about suicide. If you ever need help, anything like
Oh,
that,
I
let
got
us
the number
know.
right here. It's help is available. It's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Is 800-273-8255. Again, it's 800-273-8255.
Thank you so much. Like I said, check us out. We finna start a new screen because we're gonna talk about marriage right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it from you once you pause. Go ahead. Nah, I'm finna post this video on my Instagram.
Okay.